guys, this is Ali. Welcome back to You in Korea. I hope you're all safe where you are. This is You in Korea, where we talk about Korea, my life in Korea, where I share my experiences. If you like our videos, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, leave your comments and questions in the comment section. This feedback that you're giving me is very, very precious, and I really, really appreciate it. Not so long ago, we have uploaded a video about world-class soccer stars in Korea. If you haven't seen it yet, you can find it on the channel. Please watch it, give some likes to it. So, after living in Korea for 9 years, I've learned a lot about the country, about its famous people, and I got to know that there's not just movie stars, drama stars, or K-pop stars in Korea. As I told you before, Korean soccer stars, Korean athletes are really popular all over the world, and it's not just that. So today, I decided to take some time and tell you guys about Korean world-class stars in the world of classical music. The world of classical music is really big. The diversity is huge. I am going to try and introduce you to some of the most famous, worldwide famous names in Korean musicians that I think you should know. The first on the list today is pianist Cho Sung-jin. Cho Sung-jin was born in Seoul in 1994 and studied at the National High School of Music in Paris. He became the first Korean to win the 2015 Chopin International Piano Competition and then became a world star. In 2011, when he was just 17 years old, he was the youngest person to win a third place in the piano category at the Tchaikovsky International Competition. There are so many other awards that he has got that it's just difficult to list. Korean-born, world-renowned pianist Cho Sung-jin. You can always search his name on YouTube and watch for yourself. The next one is a cellist Hanna Chang, or Chang Hanna. She started playing the cello when she was just 6 years old and was considered a prodigy, a genius from her childhood. She studied at the famous Juilliard School of Music in New York as a special scholarship student. In 1994, she won the first prize at the 5th Rostropovich Cello Competition and began to make her name known internationally. Fascinated by her outstanding musicality, such famous people as Mstislav Rostropovich, Misha Maisky, Giuseppe Sinopoli offered her financial support. Chang Hanna is not only a cellist but also a conductor who is gaining worldwide fame. She is currently the executive conductor and artistic director of the Trondheim Symphonic Orchestra in Norway. The next person I want to introduce is Cho Sumi. She is the world-famous classical singer from Korea. Well, I don't think I even have to say this, but she was a prodigy as well from early childhood. She was a genius. She learned to play the piano before she learned to write. Later on, she entered the Department of Vocals at Seoul National University as an outstanding student and then moved to a National Conservatory of Santa Cecilia in Italy. She won 7 international competitions in 2 years while studying in Italy. In 1986, she made her debut in Italian opera and became a worldwide opera diva. She was praised by many of the legendary maestros and then even called her a voice from a god and human asset that only appears once every 100 years. Not long ago, she became a hot topic because she personally covered a song called Snowflower by BTS's V. You can search Cho Sumi on YouTube and enjoy her beautiful vocals from Mozart arias to BTS. The next is a worldwide famous violinist, Chang Young-ju, also known as Sarah Chang. I think it's not even necessary to say this, but she too is a genius child. She started playing the violin when she was 4 years old, and at the age of 8, performed with the New York Philharmonic Orchestra conducted by Zubin Mehta and the Philadelphia Orchestra conducted by Riccardo Muti. When she was only 8 years old, isn't it really amazing? In 1991, when she turned 10, she recorded her first album, The Debut, which was released in 1992 and topped the Billboard Classic charts. Since then, she gained a reputation as an international violinist. In 2004, she was the first Korean musician to be listed in Hollywood Bowl's Hall of Fame in Los Angeles. I hope you also will find Sarah Chang's videos on YouTube and enjoy her performance just as I do. Of course, there are many more other world famous names in classical music in Korea. I only mentioned a few. And as I told you before, just like with soccer stars, Son Heung-min did not just appear out of nowhere. He was the successor of Cha Bong-gun, whose success was immense and very important to Korean soccer. Well, the same goes for classical music. The legendary pianist Baek Gon-woo, violinist Kang Dong-sok, pianist Baek Hae-sun, vocalist Choi Hyun-soo, and Jung Trio, made up of 3 siblings, they started to make a name for Korean classical music in the world way before those people I talked about before. In particular, the trio of 3 siblings, cellist Jung Myung-hwa, violinist Jung Kyung-hwa, and pianist and conductor Jung Myung-hoon, was amazing. Isn't that great? There are 3 world-class musicians in one family. Even at this moment, Korean musicians armed with passion and talent are dominating the world stage. Not so long ago, at Verdi International Vocal Concours, Korean singers swept 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place at the same competition, gaining a lot of international attention. Korean musicians are prominent in various classic music world competitions. The history of Western classic music, which started to seriously develop during the 15th century Renaissance, is for over 500 years old, right? But Korea, which has been importing Western musical instruments for less than 100 years, is now dominating the world, which is really surprising and amazing at the same time. As I told you before, there is more than just K-content, K-beauty, K-pop, K-food. I really hope that you can also support K-classics in the future. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really think that you might not have even known that there are so many world stars in various areas in Korea, right? So I will try and tell you even more in the future. I hope you enjoy my videos. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel, leave your comments in the comment section, ask me questions, and request subjects for future videos. And I will see you next time. Bye bye!